Yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer.
Yeah. So wipe out only a mother to love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh! Oh, headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh! Got a free kick to the back of the head.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you homemade pie.
Rosenberry. Punch kick.
Grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family.
Oh, she pulled up for easy. The Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh,
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother to love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh, headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh! Got a free kick to the back of the head.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you homemade pie.
Rosenberry. Punch kick.
Grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family.
She pulled up for easy. The Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind.
Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh,
Yep, she needs herself in the face.
oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother to love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here, and he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry.
Punch kick.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy a Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she paint stamped her head. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse at the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here, and he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry.
Punch kick.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy a Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she paint stamped her head. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse at the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are
Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head here, and he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry.
Punch kick.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her hang on, John. She just might... Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. Not the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now. Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shapeshifter. Oh. Oh, headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish. She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her hang on, John. She just might... Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey! I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. Not the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now. Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shapeshifter. Oh. Oh, headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish. She'll offer you a homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her hang on, John. She just might... Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the city works department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick.
watching. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey guys, this is Sean, Sam, and Davey. We had no audio. This is ridiculous. But we do now. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just throw things at me, please.
Sam just made the best jokes, man.
I know.
It was a one-time thing, guys.
A one-time thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. But why are you blowing bubbles, Davey?
Why not?
Just to keep yourself entertained? I mean, what's...
Out, yeah.
We're running out.
It was my daughter's birthday on Monday, and we surprised her with bubbles. She's one. She has no idea what they are. But she's been sitting around, and every so often, I just have been enjoying blowing bubbles. It's
Been enjoying
quite
blowing
therapeutic, but
bubbles.
Sounds therapeutic.
All right, Sam, what have you been up to, though, man? What have you been up to during our quarantine? I know this is not something that's normal, but have you been staying sane in all that you're doing? Because, I mean, let me show you this one video first, because I think a lot of people probably feel like this parakeet.
Okay, let's see.
You know, we're just kind of trying to figure things out, trying to find something to do, and then we just... I don't know. Anything to entertain ourselves.
hey man, hence the bubbles.
Hence the bubbles.
Yeah, it's the bubbles. Yeah, that's right.
Are you that bored yet?
I'm trying to keep sane. Yeah, I think one of the things that I've tried to put into my life is having a better routine. So
Nice.
I know the first few weeks it was really fun to not shower. I've decided that's now not so good and is a bit
Really
so
fun
I'm trying
to not
every
shower.
morning. I like getting into a routine, and I've started just trying to do some light fitness as well. So that helps.
Nice.
It kind of breaks the day up, and so just want to encourage you guys to try it out as well and give it a go. Yeah, what about you, Davey? What have you been up to?
Oh man, it's been a lot of work for church. So I've taken over the streaming side of everything we do and all of the live stuff and all of our social media, because I can't do youth groups, obviously, so I needed to find some other reason for them to pay me. But I've also been trying to do some exercise as well, which has been difficult. I've struggled to stay motivated. I had a real tantrum yesterday when I was supposed to be going for a run. I did eventually go, and I was quite proud of myself for it, but I just dropped for about an hour. Just like, I don't want to do this. This is really inappropriate, and I'm far too old to be doing anything like that. But still, it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah,
What about you, Sean? What have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of shopping for a lot of people because we're trying to keep all the older people that we know at home, and I'm getting kind of, I don't know. I want to make it more fun when I go shopping, and so my last 2 trips out, here's what I've been wearing. Had a Deadpool mask on once, and then a large giant panda head, and I made people smile, and it was great. Like with the panda head, every parent had their kid look at me. It's like, look, there's a panda, and I just kind of like skipped down the street, and it was just really goofy, silly randomness, but it made people smile, you know. So I'm trying to bring a little bit of light and fun into quarantine, and doing the best I can.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. Have you got more ideas? Have you got any more masks or costumes you can wear?
I mean, I have other costumes. I don't have that many more masks, though. Now, what I could do is I could put the Deadpool mask under the panda, and when they tell me when I walk in the store to take off the panda head, then I've got the Deadpool mask on. It might make it really prohibitively hard to see, though, because either one, it's already kind of hard to see, and you put both of them together, that'd be really bad, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's just have fun. Be safe, have fun. Don't do things like this guy, because some people are going places and trying stuff and it not working out well for you. So this must have, oh my goodness. I really hope that guy lived.
Brutal.
Yeah. So if you're gonna go and break into fields during quarantine, at least be safe about it. You know, don't be silly about it.
I want to know how he got that big crash mat there in quarantine as well.
I know.
Dragged it on his own.
And then misses it, and then doesn't even get close to it.
Right. So tips for all you at home if you're going to try anything like that. When you go for a backflip like that, don't pop your hips forwards. It'll give you that forward momentum. That's for gymnasts who can land on a beam. All right, you throw those shoulders back.
Okay, so yeah, coming from a guy that used to do parkour stuff and free running and all that. So thank you, Sam.
You're welcome anytime.
So if you're going to do a back flip off of a football goalpost, make sure you throw your shoulders back, right? All right, and then send us those videos again to Youth Remixed. If you want to send us your videos, you can show us you doing a backflip off of a
Yeah,
cool.
come
Okay,
on.
please
We
don't.
haven't had a lot of people say stuff yet. We need to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, probably don't go.
Oh,
Don't do that challenge.
oh, Davey, we did have somebody send in their version of a challenge to kind of shame you.
Good.
We did. This was
Oh,
the
brilliant. Thank
handstand
you.
challenge,
Yeah.
the one that you just absolutely failed on. And then
I was terrible at that. Yeah.
and then we had this video come in.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
And he whipped it on in 5 seconds. He whipped that thing on in
okay.
5 seconds, Davey.
That is really
Okay.
fun. Very
Okay.
impressive.
Look, I've never claimed to be good at any of this stuff. We do it for your enjoyment. And
I know.
I have very little to say, but I think that was Elias. So well done, Elias. That was brilliant.
You did a really good job. But yeah, he had a couple practice warm-ups to it, but he nailed that thing. Like I was trying to actually figure out some ways where you could do the handstand and then kind of push off and then get the shirt on like before you hit the ground kind of thing. And I did a couple tests and none of them really worked out well. So we don't have video of that.
You gotta try.
You gotta try.
You gotta try.
Hey, you gotta at least try, right? You gotta put it out there.
But I want to try.
You gotta have a go.
I want to try a new segment with you guys. We have another youth worker that's here with us. His name is Joe. He works out in Colchester, and they had this great idea for a game show.
Alright, there he is.
Hello.
Joe, we got to listen to the theme music first because this is like great theme music. Now you got to give some
Wow.
credit, right? So where did that song come from, Joe?
This is why I'm a youth worker and not a dancer.
And where did we get that song from? I think was it one of your kids put that up for us?
Yes, yeah, one of our kids, Bethany Canning. So thank you so much for that. I think they put it together in about an hour.
Or less, yeah, just whipped it out for us.
Expecting it to take a few days because I'd still be sitting here like a week later trying to make something like that. Probably trying to work out how to turn the program on to do it. So, well done, Bethany.
Yeah, I've been humming that song for the last couple days since you sent it to me, so it's just been like stuck in my head too. So I think it works well as a game show intro.
Yeah.
All right,
I
so
one of you said as well, it works quite well as a kind of superhero-y type of music, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Marvel,
I'll
if you're out
have
there,
that
if you're
eye mask
listening.
back on, and that should be like,
It's very
Yeah.
Batman of the 50s, Batman in the 60s.
yes, yes.
yeah,
Epic. Kapow! Whatcha!
yeah, it's very cool. Very,
Exactly.
very
Anyway,
great.
well done,
Thank
Bethany.
you for making that.
Now I've got my little whiteboard, so tell us what's going on here, Joe. How is the quiz Joe gonna work?
So the quiz Joe, it basically Sean's going to smell. The quiz show, the quiz Joe. I'm going to give these three wonderful youth workers 3 different short quizzes or challenges, and the person at the end who wins the most of those rounds wins.
Okay.
The people who don't win, basically. And I think there might be at some point some forfeits and stuff like that to be worked out as well, but I'm not sure about that. But the first round we are going to do today is Pictionary. Now, you've got a bit of a challenge here because actually my drawing is probably worse than my dancing, and I'm going to be doing it backwards. So the way this will work is I am going to draw it, and in fact, no, for this first round, let's do it as a shout out round. So
Okay.
The first round, as I'm drawing it, just to make it a bit more like actual Pictionary, you would, if you can even tell what on earth I'm drawing in here, then if you shout it out and if you're the first person to get it right, then you get the points. And hopefully I will keep a correct tally.
Dog, monkey, pig.
So
Did I win?
Hey, I didn't know.
I will
But
give you a clue. None of those are in this particular round.
Ah.
But one clue, just to help you all a bit with my bad drawing, they all, in some way, shape, or form, are linked to lockdown. So this is Pictionary Lockdown Edition.
All right.
Can you all see my board?
We can see your
Can't
board.
my head anymore. Right. Okay. So here's my first attempt at drawing backwards. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to give it away there.
No, not quite. This is awful.
Loo roll. Loo roll. No. What is that? Face
Staying
mask?
2 meters apart.
Social distancing. Very good.
Almost. That's really
Oh, is it a
bad.
mask? Is it a mask? Is it a?
No, it's
Oh.
not a mask.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. It could be a face mask. This.
Yeah.
Hey, I said that first, by the way, Davey. Back off, okay?
Hey man, just shush.
Just
Very good.
I didn't have anything.
Wait, is that a NHS worker? No.
It's
It's-
an NHS worker.
It's,
Is it PPE?
Wow, it's like a potato with like a thing on the top. What is that? Now it's a gorilla. What are you doing?
I'm going to draw a letter in here just to give you a bit of a hand. That might be a clue.
How is that a letter?
Is that an
H.
N?
Is it a hospital?
No.
Home. To stay at home.
A&E. COVID ward.
It's a H.
I thought he said he's drawing a hand. Oh, hand wash, hand lotion, washing hands.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. I
You get
see
the points
now.
there. You
I'm
get the
see.
points.
I'm putting my point up. You guys can't try to jip me. I got my point right there. Okay. I know how you guys do that.
You call it the American name. Did you call it hand wash?
We call it soap here, man.
He put an
No,
H.
that's a good-
There was an H on it. Hand washing.
To be fair,
Soap, hand wash.
Hand sanitizer, wasn't it, I think?
Okay.
No point. No point.
Whatever. Well, I got my point. The point's already been awarded right there. Look, point's been awarded.
Points in hand.
The official point.
Okay.
A carrot. No. Loo roll. Loo roll.
It looks remarkably like a similar.
Just face mask.
Yes,
Oh.
you got it. There you
I was
go.
going to say the continental US.
All right. We got
Continent of the
that.
US.
We got that.
Okay, so at the moment, Sam and Sean are drawing. So
The official high-tech scoreboard. The official high-tech scoreboard. There we go. I'm actually gonna make it so you guys
Here we
know
go.
what Davey has. Now you know what Davey has. Just a big load of nothing. Okay.
no,
There.
That's the loo roll.
Start off the same.
They all look the same.
who said that?
Me.
Oh.
Loo roll.
Anyway, yes, it is Lou roll. That
I
was
knew
very,
that.
very quick. There was a bit of a it's a bit of a theme going on. I've realised with that shape, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of these things seem to be that. Okay, this one might be slightly more challenging, and the link is slightly more tenuous. Just clarifying that there.
Nothing for Davey. Nothing in his column.
It's fine, man. It's fine.
So basically, only Sean or Sam can now win this round.
He's going slow. Is this for like suspense? I don't know what's happening.
This is because this is difficult enough to draw in like when I'm facing the other way. So
It's a city skyline with no.
Is it?
Social
Is it
distancing.
everyone staying at home?
London. Castle.
Is it lockdown? Is it like lock?
Okay.
Like
you might have a bit of a clue there from what Sean just said.
A moat.
Oh, car-
oh, is it the Disney thing?
Is it the
Colchester
Disney
Castle?
thing?
That is like I'm gonna rub that bit out. That's the worst. That's worse than my stars.
The Queen. The Queen stay-at-home castle moat
Buckingham.
drawbridge. Crossroads. What?
Cross Castle.
Castle Cross. The castle plus
plus Castle.
Prince
Castle.
Charming.
Disney Plus.
There you go.
Disney
yes.
Plus. Hey, Davey, I appreciate that because that won the round for me. Thank you,
Hey
Davey.
man, I got
There you
on the
go.
board. That's all I can ask for.
Well, yeah, but
Literally, you sacrificed Sam. You got on the board. Well done.
each
Happy just to participate.
Isn't each
Okay.
round independent, Joe?
Yes, the next round is independent. So,
See? So
no.
you did nothing really, Davey. You just did nothing other than help me win. So I appreciate it.
But this may well be his round. So I'm going to give you a choice. With this. And it depends how much of a challenge you want to make it. So we can either do this round as multiple choice, or we can do it that you just have to guess the answer with no multiple choice.
In your opinion, Joe, how difficult are the questions?
Well, they're not difficult for me because I know the answers. So,
All right. So what is this round?
So this round is basically Disney, Marvel, Pixar related stuff.
Okay. I'm just good for just straight up answer. I don't need multiple choice.
Yeah, let's have a go. Let's have a go.
Are we? And we're writing on our
Okay.
board. Are we writing on our board?
Yeah, so you write on your board and
Okay.
then I'll give you 10 seconds. That's 10 of my counting seconds, so hopefully my seconds don't go on too long to answer the question. So, up first with
Ready.
question 1. According to the movie The Lion King, what does the phrase Hakuna Matata mean?
Ooh.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show your boards. No worries for the rest of your days. That's a very good point. So actually, I am going to give Davey the points just because you got that
that's right.
a bit in.
Hold on. But the actual phrase is just it means no worries, and then the song.
Listen to the song.
No, what's the song? Hold on. Hakuna Matata is just no worries.
The movie. It says it means no worries for the rest
For
of
the
your
rest of your
days.
days.
No, it means
So-
no worries, comma. There's a comma there.
All right. Like, come on. How long does that definition go on for? You know?
Look, guys, you got to let me
That's
have
true.
this one.
You could then go into problem. You could do the whole
Alright.
song. That would have been impressive,
Go
though.
all out. Also, mine's coming up backwards. So I
According
hope
to the movie, no worries. Okay,
All right.
so on to the Marvel question for you now.
Oh, no.
So Davey is currently winning this round.
Let's stop here. Let's just stop here. This can be it.
Yeah, that's the last question now. Okay. What was the first Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to be released? And I'm talking specifically about Marvel Cinematic Universe, just to be clear. 10, 9,
Oh, spelled it wrong. How did you
8.
spell that wrong?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show your boards.
No!
It was Iron Man,
No!
which means
Davey got
that
a point.
Sean and Davey get the
All
points
right.
there.
That's right.
And Sam, I can't remember where that movie came in now. I think Captain America was after Iron Man 2, wasn't it? I think it was the
That's
fourth movie.
right, yeah.
To be
it was.
made.
I panicked.
But you know what? You're not far off though, because that is, if you watch them chronologically, that is the first movie in time order. But that wasn't the question, unfortunately.
Bonus
So.
point. For extra
Okay, next question. Toy Story now. Before joining Woody in Toy Story, where was Buzz Lightyear from? I can make this multiple choice if it would help.
Are you looking for
multiple
where he
choice
thinks
better.
he's from or where he was actually from? What toy store?
That's why I'd like the multiple choice.
Let's do multiple choice. So here are the choices
Okay.
for you. Was it A, the moon, B, planet Zertron, C, planet Alkmaar, or D, Cardiff? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show your boards. It was B. What does that say, Sean?
Says Davey
Dave-
smells.
Dave-
Oh, Dave. It said like Dave smells.
that's-
Some great handwriting you've got there.
Well, I had to go
Okay,
really
which
fast
means
at
I
the end.
believe- So, Davey is now on 3 points. I think Sean, you are on 2 points, and Sam, you have picked up your first point. So,
Come on,
well
Sam.
done.
Yeah.
We're working well here. We're working well. Okay.
Thank you. That's how
Final question
Final
of this
question.
round.
No, I'm good.
And I'm not going to give this multiple choice, I don't think. What was Disney's first feature-length animated movie? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
I thought you put Captain America again then.
No,
Okay.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
So you put Mickey Mouse. Sean has put Steamboat Willie.
That's what I meant.
And
Yeah.
Davey has put Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now, Sean,
Yes.
Steamboat Willie was their first cartoon,
Ooh.
but it was about 5 minutes long.
Not feature length.
Snow White was their first feature-length animated
Wow.
movie.
Welcome.
So,
Welcome to my house.
Wow.
so Davey, you win that round.
Yes.
You are on 4 points. Sean, you've got 2 points, and Sam, I think you've come out of that with 1 point.
I believe I got full marks on that round. Oh,
I
that's
think
interesting.
you did.
Interesting.
Have you? Weren't you also the one to answer the Disney?
Only
Plus
because of a biased
question?
quizmaster.
I did, yes.
All right, biased quizmaster.
Yes, yeah, of course. Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. I think you've just been watching a lot of Disney Plus. Okay.
When you
So,
have little kids, there's nothing else to do. I think I watched Tangled over 100 times with my daughter.
I
And
love that film. It's
I
so
can
good.
still watch
Such
it.
a great
I could
movie.
still sit down and watch that, even though it was on repeat in our house over and over and over again. Yeah.
so what would, if you had the choice between watching Frozen on repeat and Tangled on repeat?
Oh,
for the rest of
Tangled,
lockdown,
absolutely.
Which one would you
I
pick?
Tangled.
I could
Yeah,
still
I
watch
just think
Tangled.
Tangled is the better film. I like Frozen, but Tangled is better.
It's also not got Let It Go in it as well, which is already enough of, not an ear, so I don't want to say that, but it's a bit too catchy, isn't it, to listen to that on repeat constantly for that amount of time. Okay, one final quick round for you.
Ooh.
So this one is called Would I Lie to You? And basically, I don't know if you've seen the TV show, if you're watching at home. I will tell them a story, and they have to work out whether it is true or false. So just to kind of keep me on edge a bit here, I've got 2 stories lined up. One is behind the letter A, and the other one is behind the letter B. So I don't know which one they're going to pick. So I want you just to pick. We'll just do a vote. Do I go for story A or story B?
All right. What do you think, guys? Which one do you think he's wanting us to pick?
I think we go story A.
A's fine.
Do you think A? Because
Okay.
Because
I'll
my
just go
last name is Almond,
Story.
you know, and so A is always better. So I like it.
Okay.
Okay. Story A. So you can probe me about this as much as you want. So I have 1 kidney.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Tell us why that's the case.
So I was born with 3 kidneys. 2 of them were joined together, and I literally, within a couple of weeks of being born, had to have the 2 that were removed taken out of that.
Were you a
point.
Siamese
Yeah.
twin?
No, I wasn't a Siamese twin. I have a younger brother who's 2 years younger than me. So I was a firstborn. I just don't know why I had to check that. I was the firstborn. As far as I know, I haven't got any older brothers. So I was the firstborn, and I was born at St Thomas's Hospital in London, same place that the Prime Minister was a couple of
Okay,
weeks ago.
so all right, okay. So my question is there a medical name for what you had, why you would have had 3 kidneys? Everything has a medical name.
Shoehorn kidney.
Shoehorn kidney.
One kidney.
Is this like
Shoehorn
a Usual Suspects thing where you're looking around your room and going, "Oh, that'll do."
Why would I have a shoehorn?
Hey,
yeah,
man.
I guess I would
I
have a
don't-
shoehorn in my room, wouldn't I?
Hey,
It's
Kaiser
plausible.
Sosa. They just use things at their disposal, you know. Kaiser Sosa. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it was called Keep Cups. It was called Keep Cup Kidney. I do have a Keep Cup there. It's this colour because it came free from somewhere.
So how does it inhibit you in normal life?
So when I was growing up, I had to limit the amount of salt that I had, so I wouldn't have salt in food or anything like that. And I had to not eat many crisps.
I mean, that's devastating.
Basically, but I had to be in hospital. I had to go to hospital every few weeks or so, until the age of 12, when suddenly it never got mentioned again.
All right. Now I know some people that have kidney failure, where one kidney goes, the other one starts having problems, and there can be problems later in life. So what have they told you about the long-term prognosis of living with a single kidney?
So I mean, to be honest, when I was younger back then, it was fairly unlikely that I was going to live past being a teenager anyway, from what I understand at that point. So when I turned 12, the fact that it suddenly seemed to stop, and to be honest, they've not really mentioned anything about it since then at all, or done any tests or anything like that. So as far as I know, as far as I know, they think I'm safe for life. But whether that's just because they don't want me in their hospitals anymore, studying in the corridors.
I don't know about the rest of you. I think I've had enough.
Okay.
No, but I'm guessing.
I don't know. I mean, the shoehorn kidney, it makes sense because, to shoehorn something is to wedge it in there. So that could be a term they would use. I'm not sure that's the exact proper medical term, but it seems to fit a little bit. You wedge an extra kidney in.
It's right up there with things like pencil heart.
For the NHS to just suddenly not get back to you, I mean, that for me is,
Well, that does happen.
Yeah, but it could also be. Yeah, but think about it this way: it could also be more on my part, the fact that I've not really booked an appointment with them for it since then.
And they've never followed up. They've never said anything. They're not like sending you an annual reminder. By the way, you've only got one kidney.
Well, I mean, and there are people that donate a kidney, right? People give a kidney to a family member, and they live perfectly normal lives. That happens.
So when I was at uni, I did have to do. I did one test before I went out to Malawi, just because I felt that I should at the time, just because I was in there and I was doing other tests for my medication and stuff like that anyway. So I thought, you know what, I should probably get this checked out again anyway. And they did do a test, and then at first it came back as being the test came back as being negative, but then they did another one and it came back as being positive, because obviously the risk is for infection and stuff like that. So
all right, tell you what, Sam.
That was for me reminding them.
Whatever you pick, Sam, I'll pick something different. Okay, so you pick one, I'll pick the other, and that way we can tie this whole game up if you end up being right.
But yeah, but that's only if I end up being right.
Well, yeah, then if you're wrong, then I win. It's okay. See, it works out either way. It's great.
Well, what about me?
You know what? You're gonna get it. You've gotten lucky so far, Davey.
I have to.
I got lucky.
Yeah. But, I think I know what I'm going for. I think I know.
Yeah, I reckon I got it.
All right, then I think I know
write it down at the same time.
Well, no, because I know what you guys are gonna put, so I gotta stay tied with Davey then.
Well, unless we're double bluffing. Are you gonna take it?
Now I'm kind of worried here.
I could have been trying to make it seem like it was
very
fine.
clever.
All right.
Davey.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Show me.
It's a lie.
It was true.
Oh, I was gonna put true.
That was the true story. 100% true.
Oh, shoehorn kidney.
See, I told. Hey, I had true written down because I felt they were both gonna say false, but then.
Oh right, yeah, of course.
Well, no, but I wanted to keep it all even.
Oh wow.
No point in winning, we got to keep it. Well, at least no point in.
So who has one? I've kind of forgotten now.
So,
after trying to make myself look like I'm
well,
flying
I
for so
think
long.
that someone has definitely lost.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
someone is definitely lost. Let's draw a big X through their column. Okay. That
What a
person is
shame.
definitely lost.
Don't know who that was.
Didn't
Wasn't there
even win
another
one
round?
round.
There's another round? A bonus last week?
There's got to be a bonus question. What's our final question? Oh, hey, Joe, give us some household object and the first person to come back with it.
Oh no.
Oh yes, okay, brilliant. So we are
Sleep
going to do
baby.
a
I can't
very
wait to sleep, baby.
So
Well, no, Sam, you're out of it. This is a draw for the winners, buddy.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can keep this in chat.
Oh,
You've already
Alright.
lost. It's fine.
Okay.
all right. No one ever heard of Next
Hold on.
Goal Wins? The greatest side of all time. Come on, Next Goal Wins, guys.
Person to bring me a jar of coffee.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's just us now, guys. Okay. I think
Ah.
Davey has definitely won that one. What coffee do you drink, Davey?
I don't drink instant coffee, but my wife does. This is the Aldi home brand.
Is that actually
Caramel
coffee?
Aldi name brand.
And,
You
I
just
mean,
drink it.
It does
Sam
say
just drinks it
instant
straight out of
coffee.
the jug.
actual
Oh, you know, I had coffee in my pocket. I could have just pulled that out. It's kind of
coffee in your pocket. That's
To be
hard.
fair, I live in the smallest house, and my kitchen is like right there. So I never.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
Anyway, that's it for this week. So,
Oh, well
Davey, I
done.
think we can
Great
announce
quiz.
as the winner of that, coming back from
Wonderful.
not doing very well in the first round. So back over to you. And thanks for having
Winner.
me.
Awesome.
Baby.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
There
for
we
an
go.
awesome quiz.
Winner.
I appreciate
Love it.
it.
Winner.
Winner.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Whatever, buddy.
Okay.
Joe, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jay. Legend. Thank you, Dave.
Oh my goodness. Oh my, whatever, Dave. You know what, buddy? You know what? If did you like pay him off like the no worries? That's all it means is no worries, okay? All the rest of it doesn't matter. It just means no
All right.
worries.
I just
need
wanted
people
to be
to comment on
specific.
that.
It's not my fault he selected my answer. Okay.
See,
This is an outrage.
this is an outrage.
Hey, look, man. Look, you take it up with the quizmaster. Don't take it up with me.
All right, all
Hey,
right.
it's
buddy.
like, hate the player, hate the game.
We're getting a new quizmaster next week. New quizmaster. Oh my goodness. Now, Sam, since Davey did Renegade last week, I hear that you were actually challenged to do another TikTok dance. Correct? The TikTok dance that you chose was the Tootsie Roll. Or the Tootsie, yeah. So, So-
Juicy slide? Doozy slide? Cozy slide? I'm not really sure how to say it. But it's an amazing dance, and if you haven't seen the video, make sure you watch the non-explicit version. But you know, Drake's music video is quality in quarantine. I wouldn't mind being quarantined in his house. So.
well, let me show you how this dance is supposed to be done. Okay, so here's a guy. Let's kind of show how this guy does it.
Yo, this is that new Drake. Oh my God, it's a whole new dance. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick.
Puts his mask on, of course. You got to have your mask on. And he's doing this outside a moving car.
Which is slightly irresponsible one.
Adds a little. Dude's got some moves though, man. Dude had some moves in there. Like that was solid. That was solid. So now you tried to do that, right? So should we show how you did?
Let's see.
All right, let's see how Sam pulls it off here.
I've been watching some tutorials, getting it in my head. We'll see how it goes. Looking for the fast bit now.
Get the shift to the left foot.
Left foot, shifting your weight.
Too slow. Apparently I need to loosen up, but I'm not sure I can.
Was that advice from your wife, or what was that?
Yeah, that was my wife's out off screen.
All right,
She's a wise lady.
It's too slippery in here. Is it just me, or is it really hot in here? I'm just
No,
feeling the
it's
pressure.
just you, Sam. It's just you.
Yeah.
My adoring fans are home. Probably the hardest thing I've done in my life.
The hardest thing you've done in your life.
Now.
Did you change socks?
I don't remember changing socks. I might have done.
I thought they were black socks
Can't
before.
fathom it.
I started out in trainers. I took the trainers off.
Oh,
'cause it was a
okay.
bit too-
Hey, there you go.
Almost.
Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. But hey,
So
hey,
Off
good.
David the whole time, just holding the mic, laughing to himself.
So good. I just look, man. It makes me feel really good about what I did as well. Like I know we're old men who shouldn't be doing these things, and it's nice to know that I'm not the only idiot in the town. So it's good. It's good.
you are an old man,
You gotta
Davey.
have a laugh,
I
though.
like
You
how
gotta
you.
You know, the worst thing was I was genuinely feeling so nervous about doing it,
Yeah.
recording it. I mean,
Yeah.
how sad is that? Like, I was so
Yeah.
nervous about doing
I-
it for the stream.
100% empathize with you because I was so
Like,
nervous doing Renegade last week. I panicked. I talked to my wife about it like for days on end. I was like, I've got to learn this dance. I've got to do this dance. I've got to do this dance.
Hold on.
Horrible.
Speaking
Your
of
turn,
Renegade,
though.
though, we had people on the social media streams remind us that you never did Renegade live, and you had promised to do it at the end of the show. You told us on the show that you
Not
would
at all
do it.
True. I never promised anything.
I don't
Now,
know, Sam.
How the conversation went down, we can go back and watch it, man. I mean, we've got it. I never promised it. You said if someone says do Renegade, and I said no,
No, and then you said
said
if
I'll do
4,
it.
and we got 4 right away.
and we got 3.
And you said
Oh,
you'd
there
do it
are
again.
4 on there. You can go check the comments
live.
right now. You can go check the comments right now.
Maybe we'll do that afterwards. Maybe we'll have a look at it.
What?
But anyway, look, the real thing is, Sean, it's your turn to do a dance this time
Let's
because
do it.
we've done our challenge now. We've
do it.
both
That's-
achieved.
Okay.
I mean, do you even know what TikTok is?
Achieved?
Yeah.
Or
Hey, man. Hey, we completed the challenge.
You
What have
did.
you done?
You completed it. Well, okay. I will do.
I think it's your turn to find a TikTok dance and learn.
I will do a TikTok challenge.
Excellent.
Okay.
and don't be surprised by the overwhelming fear it brings as well for some
Yeah.
unknown.
All right.
And hey, it's even worse for you because you've got kids who can really show you up. So, good luck.
Yeah, they're only 10 and 11 right now, so they're not quite to the show up dad stage yet. They're almost there. They're almost there.
There's always time. You know what? Quarantine's a good time to start new things.
Oh my goodness, in quarantine. Now, just in case you guys were worried that sports would never come back after quarantine, we have one of our top athletes in the world has just come forward and says that he will continue to train. He will continue to make himself ready, and that even if there are no fans in the stands, he will press on. That athlete is Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut, the famed Nathan's hot dog eating champion, 72 hot dogs in 10 minutes, has vowed he will continue training at home so that he is ready to compete even if no one is there to watch.
Excellent.
That is dedication.
You know, only in America, though, right? Only in America do we have competitions like this. Like, I mean, that it's an actual professional league. Speed eating, there is a profession. Now, I had to look this up, so I wanted to know what the caloric intake was of 72 hot dogs in 10 minutes, though, which is what his world record is. 72 hot dogs contain 20,000 calories. Okay? Your average intake is what, 2,000 a day? The total fat, 1,300 grams of fat, and you're supposed to have 80 in a day. And he does that in 10 minutes. So again, it
Surely he
just
throws it back up. Surely he vomits it all out.
no. And they train for these. I can't fathom that. Like 72 hot dogs. But yes, so sports will go on. Joey Chestnut has vowed that sports will return sooner rather than later. So those sports fans out there, do not fret, do not fear. Joey has got your corner, and he's there for you. So, yeah, just know. I could never be a professional eater. Like, I mean, I like food. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy food, but to the point where, I mean, how many pounds is that? I don't even want to know how many pounds of food they eat. It's just unreal what kind of stuff they put away.
Yeah.
Gross.
But I don't know. Now. Oh yeah. I mean, now I'm sure your body can't process all of that, because if your body could process the 20,000 calories, like, but I don't. Yeah, I don't want to think of the movements afterwards and all that has to happen with that many hot dogs in your stomach at the same time. That just doesn't sound like much fun. I do want to point this now, guys. I love Ryan Reynolds. He is one of my all-time favorites. Hugh Jackman, both those guys are phenomenal. And I don't know, have you guys followed their Twitter feuds and their online social media feuds?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's internet gold, like what these guys put out there.
Brilliant.
And they just put out this one video though, and I have to share it just because this is so much fun.
People think it started with us. Well, it didn't.
No. The Jackmans and Reynolds have been mortal enemies for as long as there have been Jackmans and Reynoldses.
For generations, it's been a point of family honor to oppose each other.
We start a gin company.
And we start a coffee company.
Together, we start a war.
Because gin is for the weak.
That's right, asshole. And coffee is for sleepy people. In fact, there's only one thing that we do agree on.
Friends is a
Hawaiian
really
pizza.
good show.
Well, for one day, and one day only, we've agreed to not disagree. And only a pandemic could make that happen.
Yep, we've agreed to join the All-In Challenge.
We've agreed to the All-In Challenge.
We'll stop our feud for one day and help sell a different type of drink.
Lemonade. At your child's lemonade stand.
That's right. All to help fight food insecurity.
Because no one deserves to go hungry. Just go to this,
So go to this
URL.
website.
It's a URL. Nobody calls it a web. Sorry. We're doing this. Here we go, guys. We're doing this. The guy's such a fucking asshole.
All right, now I did kind of vet this. I want you to know we're not pushing for any kind of like, I don't know, we're not trying to advertise for anybody else, but this really is, it's a good charity. And the way this works though, is it's more of like a raffle thing where you can put in like a tenner and actually possibly have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman come and run a lemonade stand with you. Like that could actually happen. You could be in.
How cool that would make.
Oh my goodness! But there are so many. If you want to like hang out with your favorite athlete for the day, there are all these different sweepstakes. Now again, this is essentially gambling. You're paying $10, 10 pounds to go in, but the money's all going for really amazing stuff of like feeding people in this really hard time right now. Those that are in need, those that aren't able to provide for themselves and are struggling. So if you think of it more of a donation, and then later on, if you win, hey, I get to hang out with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. That's awesome. But anyways, it's just one of those cool things that I saw, and I love Ryan Reynolds, and that's just so much fun. And yeah, so that's all I got to say. Nothing else.
A lemonade stand though, like
an actual lemonade stand. They will come and set up a lemonade stand for you and your family and kids, and yeah, really random. But
are they going to travel internationally? Like, can I enter? And...
They will go anywhere. Well, Hugh Jackman lives in Australia, and Ryan Reynolds is in Canada, so I'd imagine they'd have to. Oh no, actually, Ryan Reynolds is in New York. Yeah, so they have to travel wherever they're going. So, for a tenner, you could have them both come and run a lemonade stand on your high street or your street house thing, kind of thing. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Now, guys, I want you to know that I wasn't very good at basketball, and so since I had all this time on my hands, I decided to go down, and I wanted to see if I could get good at basketball, and I wanted to kind of document my progress and just kind of show you guys how the 5 minutes I spent out of the basketball courts went one afternoon. So let me just show you guys this. When this quarantine began, I was terrible at basketball. But I knew that like underwater basket weaving, if I persevered, I could overcome. And so I shot, and I shot, and I shot some more in the hopes that eventually, maybe one of these shots might go in. And you know what? It eventually did. And then another. And then I realized, this isn't that hard. All you have to do is put the ball in the hoop. All you have to do is believe. The realization that if you believe, the ball will go in. I just believed and I shot. Why do professionals make millions? This isn't hard. Believe, shoot, the ball will go in. This isn't hard. And after my last shot with a basketball, I decided, you know what? I can make this long one. Why not try a football? Why not indeed? Again, you have to believe, and if you believe, it will happen. And I believe that you, Sam, and I believe that you, Davey, I believe that you guys can fly. If you jump off the roof of your flat and simply believe, you'll see it happen.
Yeah.
So there we go.
All right.
I believe.
Dave, do you want to take that one for next week? I'll do the week after.
Well, I think we should have a face-off challenge for this particular one, Sam. We both do it. And
At the same time, and then just believe and see how it works out for you.
I would believe, yeah. I mean, I think I live on the third story. Which one do you live on?
I'm in the middle, so I'm the first story. I've got less far to fall. So.
Yeah, okay.
But
Well, see you at the crossroads, Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna. But if we just believe.
That if you just believe.
Yeah. I reckon I could make it to the next house, actually. I could probably jump off the roof to the next house.
Okay.
That might work.
I'd like to see that. Can you have your wife film? No?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Alrighty.
I will definitely hurt myself a lot.
But I mean, Sam, when you were free running, did you guys ever do stuff like that as far as building to building jumps, or were you that's the kind of stuff that you were out there doing?
Yeah, it really depended. I mean, my favourite spots were mostly in central London. There's some really iconic spots there. If you've seen any running videos from the UK, you've seen most of those London spots. But most of the best spots are quite low down and don't really involve that jumping from building to building. I think for me, I always came at it with the attitude that I want to keep it as kind of lean as possible. And so I wasn't worried about jumping building to building, but I was definitely aware this is someone else's property, and so I can do similar stuff at a lower level. So yeah, that was always kind of my approach to it. Sometimes to jumping from building to building, security guards and homeowners, just was really bad for the parkour community. So for me, I always prefer to be low down. Definitely jumping between gaps where you can shin yourself, come down on a hard ball and your shins fall a touch short, or end up coming chest down because your toes slip off and you're going for that sweet landing. There's plenty of injuries still at that lower down stuff. Yeah, it was good fun.
No, it's cool. Yeah, I'm sure we've all seen the parkour fails videos, and they look painful. Like when someone performs a stunt wrong, man, it can go really wrong. So yeah, leave the parkour to the professionals. Please don't jump building to building, or don't believe you can fly. We're going to put that disclaimer out there that just by believing you're not going to fly off your roof. Yeah, we'll just make sure that that's out there a little bit. But if you are looking for something fun to do, why not start with something like this? Just get some boxes, and that's a safer way of having some fun during quarantine. Like, why not? Everybody's got stairs, right?
Jane, you want to go?
They could do curling.
They could do
sweep in front of them. I don't know.
I like that though. That's like a really wholesome way of using your time, and everyone seems to be having a good time. I like that.
I just don't have enough boxes though. That's the thing. Like if I had boxes, I think I would try that. Now our stair has a curve right at the bottom, so I'd have to find a way to make this immediate right-hand turn at the bottom of the stairs. But I think I could do it. And you got to reinforce it so they don't end up still just hitting into the wall, because cardboard's not going to keep that turn.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah. We'll have some fun.
Yeah,
if I had
definitely do that. We'd like to see you do that. I think we'd like to see you do that in your house.
All right. Well,
Lovely, lovely.
if I can get a donation of boxes, I will do that. That'll be my thing for next week. If you guys can secure the boxes now, Davey, there's got to be a bunch at your church, right? There's got to be.
I don't know, man. I go there once a week to stream services, and then I come home.
Okay. Well, you'll be there on Sunday, right? So you'll be there on Sunday. You can have a little look around. You can find some
I'll have a
boxes.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can send to you via courier.
I'll I'll go down to the co-op, see if they have any down there they can loan me, and I'll try to make that happen. That'll be now. Would that replace the TikTok challenge if I can make the stair slide?
No.
Well, see, that's a lot of time and effort, though. I got to put a lot of time.
Well, scrap that idea. Just do
I think you've got to be able to relate to the pressures people are feeling, man.
Give the people what they want, Sean.
Give the people what they want. All right. I'll try. I'll do what I can. I will TikTok my way into people's hearts.
Good.
Okay.
That's what we like to hear.
Now, why is it they're wanting to make fun of ourselves? I mean, I know you said you wanted to pick some social media pics, so we all had this challenge of scouring each other's social media feeds and finding the one pic that we thought was, not very flattering of the other person. I think. And again, that's how you know that we are older than most influencers out there, because most people that are on social media that are of the younger generation, they curate their social media streams to the point where there is not one picture of them looking out of place. I mean, even if they take that picture where they are, I just woke up, they've, spent an hour putting on their makeup and brushing their hair. So... we don't do that. We still have very embarrassing photos in our streams. I'm just gonna start because this is the one that I found of Davey. So I'm not sure what was going on here, Davey, in your life, or where you are. It's just. Do you want to explain some of the backstory of this picture? Do you even know? Is this just so long ago?
Yeah, that's me and my mum.
Okay.
I think it was my 18th birthday. They'd come down to visit me at uni. And I was a different person. Uni was not a healthy time for me in my life. I put on a lot of weight. But I also was really excited because I could finally grow that beard that I wanted. So I decided I was going to go full beard. And you can see it's not curated. It's not been trimmed properly. It's not my best look. But it's part of who I am.
Absolutely.
It's part of my history.
You got to love every aspect of yourself, right? The good, the bad, and that's really where you come to that healthy point where you can go, you know what, that was me, okay, whatever. I don't know where you found the picture of me, though, because I haven't seen that one. I don't even know where I am in that picture. Should I pull it up? Should I pull it up here for you, Sam?
This picture just brought me a lot of joy. I was just absolutely blown away at this, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Oh man!
Yeah,
I mean, it's got everything. It's got the dodgy highlights. It's got the shades towel. Oh, the goatee.
Wow.
This is magnificent. If this was a challenge.
You know what? Actually, I think I'm on a train there. Looking at it now.
Yeah, it looks like you're on public transport of some.
I think
I was gonna say, yeah.
The timestamp 2009.
Yeah.
2009.
That's going back a ways right there. Yeah, I think there was a train that went up through Colorado up to an old mining town. They use actually in a lot of movies and stuff. And it's a narrow gauge train, and it just goes through some beautiful parts of Colorado. So it's not really public transportation. It's more of like hey, let's just go look at this amazing scenic mountain passes and stuff. I'm not sure with the hair. I think, though, the highlights were from, I did a challenge for some of the kids in my youth group. Whoever could bring the most friends over a certain amount of time could do what they wanted to my hair, and a girl won, and she wanted to highlight my hair. And so that's what happened with my hair, and I ended up with highlights.
To be honest, man, it's probably era appropriate, so it's fine. I wouldn't worry too much.
But yeah, we'll it's even before I've got real gauges. I don't have a very large plug-in yet, my stretcher yet. See, that's a while ago.
2009, man, that's crazy. Well, I found one from one of Sam's. I didn't get it sent to you in time, Sean, but you want to see the picture that I found?
We'll do a close-up here.
So many good ones to pick up from. I promise you. This is the one I found.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, me, oh, my.
there's kind of a Lord Voldemort thing going on with the tiara as well. It's just such a beautiful picture.
What is it? The hair looks really good though, doesn't it? It looks like glossy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I passed up a bowl cut picture for this one, to be honest. I thought this was just. I felt this was more iconic. So,
Well, he almost has the bowl cut going there with like that straight across. I mean, perfectly trimmed straight across look. I mean, that's
yeah.
That's
You
brilliant.
can definitely tell the progression. I don't know if you guys noticed when you were looking for other people's things. You can see how people have changed into who they've become. Because you could see Sam going from this to having a little bit of a beard and look like someone's got their hands on you. They've told you what to do. Cut the hair properly, you know.
From when
look
you get
after yourself
married,
a
yes.
bit.
The the manicuring goes up a few steps.
Yeah. Someone's looking out for
I'm
you nowadays.
not even sure what the tiara was. I think that was someone's birthday. I think maybe it's someone's 18th or something.
Wow.
It
may be.
Do you know what? It just needs no explanation. No explanation.
No explanation. Wow.
Yeah.
But again, yeah. If you go through any, let's say like 20-year-old or 22-year-old and down, you just will not find an unflattering picture in their streams. Everything is pulled out. Everything is put there. And I think that one might have ended up there because either my wife put it or somebody tagged me in it, because I'm not a huge fan of the unflattering pictures either, though. Yeah, that's, you know what? I'll live with it, though. It's fine. It's where I was at, having fun. Now, we're coming up against our hour, so we don't have too much more time here, but we have a couple more videos, one of which is Davey trying to perform some trick shots. Now,
oh yeah, so you challenged me to do some trick shots last week, and as I said earlier, my flat is very small, and so I did what I like to call average trick shots.
Average trick shots. Now, Sam, you need to rate these trick shots, okay? I like the Mighty Duck shirt, by the way. Very nice.
My toys.
I'm like
Turn that volume down. It's a little loud on your music. All right, so Sam, where do you sit? If you were to compare this to a Dude Perfect video, right? So let's put Davey's trick shots in perspective.
Yeah, please do.
Scale of 1 to 10, Sam. Where would you put these on a scale of 1 to 10?
All right. Well, I think there's a few factors to bear in mind. The first is the small flat. But there's a lot of creativity there, so I think it's good to think about that. Very life appropriate to do with toys and laundry. I can really relate to that in lockdown in a flat as well. Yeah. I'm thinking against the Dude Perfect, I'm giving a solid 7.
A solid 7?
That is too high. I mean, I'll accept a 4.
Yeah. I expected at least like you to kick in the tea bag, like that video that was. Did you try to kick it in first, or did you?
I did try. Like, it took me far too long to get that level of confidence. So.
I thought the socks was good though, because they don't respond the same way when you throw them. So that was a challenge.
I thought it was good.
That put the complexity level up.
That one thing. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate the effort. We appreciate the effort, Davey.
Wow.
I thought it was good, and I loved it.
Now, but guys, we want to share just a little bit of uplifting stuff as well. As part of why we're here, we want to encourage you guys. We want to give you a little bit of hope and just maybe just even some good advice. So, does one of you guys want to just jump on and start throwing down a bit? Davey nodded his head. I'll go to Davey. So, Davey.
Oh, me? Okay.
Well, you nodded. You nodded, so.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so we've been thinking a bit about, recently, the three of us have been thinking about how we kind of manage our mental health a little bit around this time, because the kind of euphoria of being at home has disappeared, and it's kind of becoming real normal, and this whole new normal thing is it's awkward, and we kind of have this little slump, right, where all of a sudden, oh, this is what life is like. And so we've been thinking about how we manage that and how we look after ourselves at a time like that and how we kind of keep our eyes in the right place. And I was reminded of this story in the Bible where this guy called Jesus, who's a pretty awesome dude, is asleep in a boat. with all of his friends around him. There's a huge storm, and somehow Jesus doesn't wake up from the storm, but all of his friends are like going a bit insane because they don't know what's going on. There's all this confusion. They have no idea where they're going, whether they're going to survive this storm. And one of them goes to Jesus and wakes him up, which I would be furious at, first of all, if someone woke me up after sleep. But they wake him up and they go, Jesus, don't you care that we're about to drown? And I really relate to that at the moment, just because some days it does feel like we're kind of drowning in this whole lockdown, quarantine thing. And it feels like when I turn to Jesus and I say, hey man, don't you care about what I'm going through? But in the story, Jesus gets up from where he's sleeping. He's not furious like I would be. He gets up and he goes to the front of the boat and he just says to the storm, be calm. He says peace to the storm, and it stops and everything is fine. And the water stills, the boat stops rocking, and all of these people go, wow, what's going on? Who is this guy that even the waves and the wind listen to him? And basically my advice to you guys is to listen to Jesus, is talk to him when you feel like you're in this kind of confusion and you don't know what's going on, because we don't know where we're going at the moment, and that's okay. Because if we fix our eyes on Jesus and if we ask him to help, he will, and he will give us a way out. So I just want you guys to think about that. I'm sure Sam's got some thoughts he wants to share too, so let's go to Sam.
Yeah, thanks, Davey. That's so helpful and so encouraging. I love that story for myself. As Davey said, we've been thinking about how we can stay, strong in our minds at this time, and I think there's some really good advice out there, particularly about talking about your feelings, talking about what's going on for you. But one of the things that I find helpful is there's a verse in the Bible where Paul's writing to one of his followers, Timothy, and he just simply says to him, God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. And I love that sense that our minds could be a place of quiet, free from stress and anxiety. We have a sound mind that's not agitated, it's not anxious. And so that's kind of my thinking as well, is to, along with all the other good advice out there, just ask God to give you that sound mind. For some of us, it might look like thinking about what we're thinking about. I don't know if you've ever tried that before. And catch a thought as it's in your head, and just ask yourself, is that really true? One of the thoughts that keeps going around my mind is like, oh man, this is going to go on forever. It's never going to stop. And I have to try and just catch that thought. Actually, that's not true. It's not going to go on forever. There isn't an end. There will be a time where things will go back to normal. It'll be a new normal. And it just takes the edge off that anxiety. It just quashes and squashes that anxiety. It just reminds me as well of this other verse where, in the Bible, where we're encouraged to take our thoughts captive. And I really like that. Sometimes my mind goes out of control. All these different scenarios play out in my head, and random thoughts come flying through like trains at a train station, just all over the place. But try and catch them and say, is this true? Is this helpful? And if it's not, get rid of it. I don't want to dwell on that. I don't want to think on that. So that's my encouragement for you, to keep your mind strong. Try and think about what you're thinking about. Try and catch stuff, and ask God to give you that sound mind.
No, that's cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think in all that as well, just now you're reminding me as well of that verse in Ecclesiastes where it's talking about that there's a time and a season for everything. And I know it got turned into a Beatles song. If you guys know the Beatles, what's the name of that song? To Everything, Turn, Turn. I don't know the name of that one Beatles song. But regardless, it talks about there being a time of mourning and a time of happiness and a time of joy. And you know what? There's times in our lives we're going to go through some struggles, but it is only for a season. It is only for a period of time. Guys, I know a lot of people are searching for answers right now and why this is happening. And many people are trying to find, is there a God out there? And in that, guys, I want you to know that there's a God that loves you. And I think when we can understand that there is a God that has all of this in his hands, and there is a God that has all of this in control, and whether we're struggling or not, he's there with us. And I think one of the questions I've been asked the most, though, is if there's a God that loves us, then why is he letting this happen? And I answer, well, there is a God that loves us, and he's with us while this is happening. And that's the one thing that we have to remember is that yes, God is there, and that yes, he is with us. all you got to do is ask, and he's right there. And then knowing that, and then waking up and knowing that there's a plan, and waking up and knowing that there's someone that's in charge of everything when it seems like everything's in chaos, to me has been, something that just encourages me and lets me know, all right, it's going to be okay. God's got this. But maybe just something to try at home. I know, again, we're trying to figure out how to live and how to really coexist with our family. One thing that my wife came up with, it's really, really cool. We have 2 kids, a 10 and 11-year-old. We do try to give them space. They have their homework time. We want to give them their own free time, but then there is time that they want to interact with us as well. And so what we've done is, because we have work to get done as well at home, they each have a stack. My son has one for both my wife and I. My daughter has one for my wife and I. And each day they get to pick out of one of the stacks, like Heezy with dad and Kalea with mom. And then it has a fun little task you can do together. Play video games for an hour, build Legos for an hour, go play out in the garden for and so all these different things where that's very focused time then. And then they know, okay, I can pick this one thing and this is what I get to do with mommy or daddy today. And even though we're trying to work and we're still trying to do our thing, we always make sure that hour of time is kind of given. And maybe as an idea for families, if that will work for you or something to try. But again, you guys can sit there and go, hey, what do you guys want to do? And you guys will come up with the little task and come up with the activities that you can do together. And then each day, I'll get to pick one of the tasks, and those are the things that you get to do. And it just kind of help a little bit. Then you still have your own time, but now we have our kind of together time as well. And so yeah, just something that we're trying, and it seems to. Whoa, wrong one. No, go away. There we go. Sorry, I was changing different scenes, not going to the right one. But yeah, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. That's really awesome.
I love that idea. Really cool.
Yeah, really cool.
So it just, it's kind of, because again, we let them try to come up with some of those activities, and they picked stuff they really wanted to do with us, and those are the things that are on the cards, and then eventually they'll kind of go through all of them, and so that's good stuff.
Yeah, I like that.
You definitely do. Just even if it was just for yourself, things to do in the evening, because I know I'm running out of things to do. Just to have all those ideas and just pick one.
There are plenty of Netflix shows to binge. Come on, Sam. You're never going to run out of ideas. All right, you're never going to run out of shows to watch.
But here's the thing that's really important. I don't want to. Right, so when this is in the history books, right? And our grandchildren are asking us, "Hey, what did you do during that random time?" I don't want to say, I watched like 10 Netflix series. I came up with some cool memes. I made some viral videos. I did the Tuesday slide and it went a bit wrong. I want to say I used the time really well. Like I had fun, but also I grew in myself as I grew as a person. I don't know. That's just for me. So
we've also got to remember that this is a crisis, and so just surviving and doing life and being okay is probably the best thing we can all do right now. Because for some of us, this has been completely world shaking and completely changing for everything. For some of us, it's like, it's a bit inconvenient, and that's cool too. And maybe you do feel like you've got the capacity to kind of just go and learn something, learn a language, learn a new hobby. But if you come out of this and you've survived and you feel okay, your mental health is all right, then that's good, man. And that's really all you can ask. Because we don't know how long this is going to go on for, but we want you guys at home to be okay. And we're here if you want to share anything with us. You can contact any of us via our social medias or via our churches and our organizations. I think it's just we just want to be here to help. That's why we do these videos. That's why we do this stream, and that's why we do these stupid challenges as well. Because we just want to be here to help, and we want to give you a bit of light in your day and in your week. So yeah,
absolutely. You mean you don't want to get to the end of this and realize that you've streamed 10,000 hours of Netflix? That's not where you want to be at the end of all this.
Well. Maybe not for everyone, but some people might be a real achievement.
I know that's the thing. Like, there's so many things we could be doing, though, and bettering ourselves with the time that we have that we would never have otherwise. And that's what I'm trying to grasp is, okay, I've got family time that I wouldn't normally have. I've got free time to do reading or learning or something. And then I'm watching Amazon Prime or Netflix or playing video games. Like, no, I should be doing more. And maybe it's time to, if you've always wanted to do something, do it. Make that time right now. Because you have it. At least a lot of people do. Some people are still working. So for those that are still working, man, we really respect you and thank you for that, because you're keeping us going at a time that's kind of scary. But yeah. Do something cool. Again,
Sure.
Davey was going to learn to draw, I heard. Isn't that what you were going to do? You're going to take up
Oh
drawing?
yeah, well, I do a vlog on our church channel every week, and I've started doing a different thing each week, a different creative thing, and this week is my drawing one. So I've got a plan. I know what I'm going to do, and hopefully I'll draw something this evening, or I've got an idea. I've got a few hours this evening, and hopefully I might show it to you next week if it's any good.
All right,
Remind me, and I'll try and show it to you.
Glad to see it.
Or if you really want to pick something up, take up competitive eating. All right, there's always competitive eating that you
Always.
can do. And
Always.
hey, maybe that should be our next live challenge: is hot dog eating. We can see how many we can.
Hey, I don't know how we'd do. What do you think? How many do you reckon you can do?
In 10 minutes, like
10
4,
minutes?
like 5, maybe. I mean, I don't know how they. 72 is just. I mean, that's buns and all. So bun, hot dog. Yeah, 4.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's not just the dog.
No, it's the bun and the dog. It's all of it. That's not just a hot dog, dude.
No, I'm good, man. I think 4 is probably my limit at the most.
Boring viewing as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's just talking. Stuff in our face.
Well, I mean, unless we're like hurling live, then it'd be kind of fun. Or one of us dies. We get all kinds of streams if one of us dies on the show. So it's.
I don't really want any of that to happen.
I'm with Davey.
Yeah, me too. All right, I'm gonna give Davey a close up, and he can send us off.
All right, man. Hey, thank you so much for watching and sticking with us. We'll be here next week, same time. Tell all your friends. We just want to have some fun. If you've got any challenges for us to do, let us know what you want us to do, because chances are one of us will do it. We got plenty of time on our hands, and we want to have fun with you. So bless you guys. Look after yourselves, and we will see you next week.
All right, bye. We're pointing at the Youth Remixed point. So send stuff there if you want to send us stuff or contact us. You can always get a hold of us on our Facebook page, or we don't have a Facebook. We have YouTube and Instagram. But there.
Yeah,
all right.
Instagram.
As Davey said, you guys are awesome. Bye. I'm gonna wave.
Hey, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, they enjoy.